Hi, well, London Thumakda. We are here with the world-knowing author, the director of Nehru Center, and someone who brings mythological knowledge into words and then those words into paper. Let's welcome
Thank you.
Amish Tripathi.
Thank you.
कैसे हो आप sir?
बस बिल्कुल ठीक. Thank you very much.
London Thumakda is very excited to have you here, and we have wonderful questions that our viewers would really like to know about you. I'm a child, तो बच्चे यूजुअली ड्रीम जो अचीव करते हैं इंजीनियर डॉक्टर एंड आई थिंक ऑथर इज इन सच अ कॉमन ड्रीम तो आपको कैसा है लाइक आई रियली वांट टू बी एन ऑथर
Actually, सच बताऊं तो when I was a child, I didn't really think I'd be an author.
अच्छा
I come from a very humble middle class background. So I did the normal pragmatic thing, BSc Mathematics, MBA from IIM Calcutta. I was a banker for 14 years. So I know it sounds very boring. I call it pragmatic. ये बाप दादा का आशीर्वाद बहुत है, जायदाद कुछ नहीं है. So I have to be practical and pragmatic. Only when my royalty check became more than my salary, I resigned only at that time from my job.
ऐसा लगता है कि बुक्स आर ऑल अबाउट क्रिएटिविटी और बुक्स में कभी कुछ बोरिंग नहीं हो सकता
कि बुक शायद बोरिंग ना हो, ऑथर बोरिंग हो सकता है.
अरे सर
मेरे हाल में वो है.
आपकी डेब्यू नॉवेल थी द इमॉर्टल्स ऑफ मेहलूहा इज दैट राइट
मेलूहा.
मेलूहा अच्छा ये ऐसी बुक थी जो विद इन द वीक्स ऑफ इट गॉट आउट इट हिट द टॉप चार्ट्स तो आपको उसने इंस्पायर करा टू राइट फॉरवर्ड एंड फोर्थ लाइक हु वाज योर इंस्पिरेशन कि मुझे इस पे बुक लिखनी चाहिए एंड हाउ हैप्पी वर यू जब आपने देखा ये तो टॉप चार्ट्स पे गई है
The first series of books is called the Shiva trilogy. Immortals of Meluha is the first of the
हाँ
Shiva
जी
trilogy. There are 3 books. And पहली जो पुस्तक थी जब मैंने लिख लिया था
हाँ
तो
जी
जो सब उस समय में 2008-2009 की बात करना हूँ, जो सब प्रकाशक थे उन सब ने रिजेक्ट कर दिया था. तो दे सेड कि ये तो गारंटीड फ्लॉप है ये बुक. तो एक्चुअली आई सेल्फ पब्लिश्ड माय फर्स्ट बुक. शिव जी की कृपा है दैट जस्ट टुक ऑफ. So I was as surprised as anyone else that it did so well. And then I wrote my second book, which is a continuation. So जब second book भी अच्छी निकल पड़ी, then I realized, okay, I can make a career out of this.
Amazing. That's God blessing in every creativity of human nature, isn't it?
Very true, very true.
मेरी जो Gen Z है, it's very fascinated by paranormal activity, भूत, प्रकाश, and you know so on so forth. आपका क्या ओपिनियन है हॉरर मूवीज पे?
I am very religious. I do
हाँ जी
believe in God. Om Namah Shivaya कड़ा पहनता हूँ, रुद्राक्ष माला पहनता हूँ, but I don't. At least I haven't come across any ghosts or paranormal so to believe in it. देखिए हमारे इंडियन वे ऑफ लाइफ में, हिंदू धर्म में, there is no conflict between religion and science. You can be religious and scientific at the same time. So बस I haven't seen any scientific evidence
अच्छा
for
of
ghosts
course.
and paranormal activity. That doesn't mean that doesn't exist. It could, but I have not seen any scientific evidence for it.
मैं जब आपका मिस्टर अरविंद के साथ इंटरव्यू देख रही थी फॉर रिसर्च पर्पसेस गाइस तो मैंने देखा कि यू वर टॉकिंग अबाउट द लेफ्ट ब्रेन एंड द राइट ब्रेन थ्योरी सो आप हमारे बारे में वुड यू लाइक टू शेयर अबाउट दैट
The entire concept is the left brain is rational, scientific, logical, and the right brain is intuitive, creative, instinctive. And in the traditional, I'm a Shaivite, I'm a worshipper of Lord Shiva. And we believe that जो left brain है,
हाँ
it is
जी
the house of the male god of Lord Shiva. And the right brain is the house of the goddess, the female goddess. It's only when you have the left brain and right brain in harmony do you lead a good life. आजकल the entire education system is such, there's this cult of reason. हर चीज everything should be logical, rational.
Yeah.
वो अच्छी बात है,
हाँ जी
but you should not deride instinct. You should not deride
yes of
creativity.
course
That's important too.
definitely
And in our traditional Indian education system, is to try and balance both. Our modern education system does not do that because the modern education system is very Western and European driven. Our own Indian education system was destroyed when the invaders came.
Words of wisdom, guys. Keep everything balanced, creativity and also your instincts. इंडिया के पास कोई फास्ट फॉरवर्डिंग सुपर हीरो नहीं है. यू कैन गो अप टू अमेरिका, ठीक है, दे हैव देयर सुपर हीरो जो उनके साथ चलता है. सुपरमैन हो गया, इट्स बिन देयर फॉर ऑनगोइंग इयर्स, कॉमिक्स, मूवीज एंड रिसेंटली भी मूवी आती है उनकी. तो आपका ऐसा कोई प्लान है कि आप इंडिया को कोई ऐसा सुपर हीरो देंगे जो सबके दिल के ऊपर राज करेगा?
हमारे तो सुपर हीरो के ऊपर भी हैं हमारे
हाँ
जो
जी
देवी और देव हैं. तो इस जस्ट क्या हुआ है कि many of these stories are not celebrated in the modern day. Many reasons for it. अपने जो invasions जो हुए थे, we forgot a lot. But now as India rises, आपने सुना ही होगा कि this year India's GDP crossed that of
Yes.
the UK, of our former colonial master. At the rate we are growing, another few years we'll be number 3 in the world. As this happens, हमारा culture भी उभरेगा ना. People will get attracted to our culture. Many of our old stories, which are very exciting, loads of fun to read, and you learn a lot as well. I'll bring many of those stories out.
That is awesome, and it reminded me of a quote. हमारे past में तो हमारा future lie करता है. When we bring our past to our present brings our future.
Correct.
अच्छा, अब क्या है? Now that we've got to know him, we've got to know about his interests.
Okay.
Come to part 2 and I'll tell you about it.